I'm 100% sure by now that you've all heard about the crazy new leaks and news that Microsoft/Xbox might be seriously planning to put a ton of their exclusive games onto the PS5 and the Nintendo Switch, along with plenty of other rumours and quote-unquote leaks. Well, not too long ago we actually got even more leaks, a statement from Phil Spencer himself, and more, so let's just not waste any time and just dive straight into the news. Microsoft is planning to share details about their plans to bring Hi-Fi Rush and other Xbox exclusives to the PS5 and the Nintendo Switch consoles, according to sources familiar with Microsoft's plans. Details of Microsoft's multi-platform plans have been gradually leaking, with The Verge revealing over the weekend that the upcoming Indiana Jones game is being considered for the PS5. Now, Microsoft is getting ready to outline the future of Xbox next week after a weekend of leaks and uncertainty for Xbox fans. Now, I know most of this stuff I did cover in my last videos. If you're not caught up, I will link it in the description for you, but for those of you who are, let's move on. We're told Microsoft was originally planning this business update for later this month, alongside an announcement of Hi-Fi Rush for the PS5 and Nintendo Switch. After speculation around Hi-Fi Rush, Starfield, and other Xbox games coming to the PS5 intensified over the weekend, Microsoft has responded with an announcement of a business update event for next week, and this is where Phil Spencer's recent tweet comes into play. But I will go over that in a moment. So basically this news just came out just over a day ago, and since then there's been a lot of speculation online, many news outlets falsely claiming rumours are true and have been confirmed and so on. At the moment we have no idea what's going on. I mean, not really. We know that Microsoft are definitely considering this stuff, otherwise Phil Spencer probably would have denied it instead of just tweeting this to say basically stay tuned for an update event. Now, the biggest rumour right now is that Microsoft might just be killing off the Xbox brand and focusing on bringing Game Pass to the PS5 and Switch, and basically just being a huge publisher for the game companies that they own, like that of Bethesda and Obsidian or Activision, ZeniMax, what have you. And a lot of people are claiming that this makes sense simply because Xbox has, for the last, I think over a decade at least, have been they've come in third when it comes to things like sales and such. Nintendo is usually first, with PlayStation coming in at a very close second, which means yeah, Xbox does sadly come in last. But all of this is apparently false. According to insiders like Jaz Corden, just to name one example, Microsoft are not planning to kill off the Xbox brand, and honestly I personally think that was obvious, but again, when you have these fake journalism news sites telling everybody otherwise, people are bound to start believing it eventually, right? Now, here's the thing. Of course, the biggest rumour right now is multi-platform. Even if Microsoft are planning to just go full multi-platform with all of their current exclusives, even if those exclusives, have to be on Xbox first just for a few months before going to other platforms, Microsoft need to be super clear about their plans, because fans are quite frankly worried and angry right now. I mean, not me, I couldn't care less about this. I think that making games available to all gamers is a good thing. I hate exclusivity because it doesn't benefit anybody but console war idiots and the trillion-dollar companies that own the games. It doesn't benefit us, the players, the gamers, the consumers, so I really don't care about this. Making games available to everyone is good in my eyes, but of course that is just one man's opinion. A lot of Xbox are, like I said, worried and angry right now. I keep seeing a lot of fans saying things like they wish they never invested in Xbox when they could have just gotten a PlayStation and played the same games, and I kind of get it. Microsoft needs to communicate ASAP and let everybody know what the hell is going on. But another thing to note is that this isn't an Xbox decision. According to Tom Warren, people at Xbox don't even know what's going on now, and it's all Microsoft making this decision. My boy Mr. Matty Plays speculated in his recent video that maybe since Xbox is now making the third most revenue for Microsoft, maybe Microsoft just want to go more hands-on with Xbox right now, and I think that makes sense. Maybe things are changing because they found ways to make extra money from doing whatever it is they're planning to do. Now look, one of the things that I do think this could be is simply just bringing Game Pass to as many places as possible. I'm talking PS5, the Switch, your TV, everywhere. And maybe these games will stop being Xbox exclusive and start being Game Pass exclusive. Meaning that unless you have an Xbox or PC, you cannot play these games. Like, you cannot go into a store and buy them unless you are on, Steam or the Microsoft Store. But if you're, say, on a PlayStation, you can sign up to Game Pass on, again, your PlayStation or your Switch, and you'll be able to play games like Hi-Fi Rush. This wouldn't be great, in my opinion, because it just steers away from us actually owning our games. Now, I do like Game Pass, I love Game Pass, but I'd prefer to own my games, right? For example, if I want to try a new game that's on Game Pass, I will just try it. But if I really, really, really enjoy it, I'll buy it. If that's not an option for these other platforms, I'm really not sure how well it will work. But of course, I am just speculating here about, what this new strategy could be from Microsoft. But to just, pour a giant jerry can of gasoline onto this already steaming hot fire, there was a recent job listing for Halo Infinite's developer that said that they want somebody to focus on system designs for all platforms. So, could Halo be going to other platforms now too? Honestly, this entire situation is just crazy, even more so when you realise that pretty much nothing is confirmed yet and we are fully in the wind. Not even most people at Xbox right now know what's going on. Look, we're going to hear more soon. Right now, I will say try not to worry if you are someone who is worrying about this whole situation. We'll hear more next week, and of course I will cover it all here on the channel, so if you do want to stay updated, this is the place for you. We're also super close to 10k subs, by the way, so if you do subscribe, I really appreciate it. But yeah, so for now, try not to worry. Of course we will hear more next week. Look, I will say it is odd how Microsoft went through the massive hassle of buying companies like ZeniMax Bethesda, for example, just to put all of their games on other platforms. Again, I personally don't care myself, but it is weird from a business point of view, right? Like, it is. And of course, we can't help but be curious. And like I was talking about earlier, it really doesn't help having all of these annoying fake journalism websites writing articles claiming things are confirmed when they're very clearly not. So make sure that you're only trusting actual, trustworthy news sites when you are reading about this stuff, guys. But anyways, let me know all of your thoughts on this in the comments below. I love to hear all of your thoughts. Drop the video a like for me if you possibly can, and of course lastly, as always, a huge and massive thank you to our channel members. Your support truly means the world, guys, so thank you so much for sticking with me month after month. But with all of that said and done, I thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope to see you next time. Peace.